Okay, we are live.
All right. Why don't we go ahead and address the three resolutions we discussed in executive session. Who would like to present this? Shanna or Chris? Who will do that?
Or would you like me to? Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
go ahead, Chris. Yeah, if you don't mind. Sorry.
So the first resolution that I have here is titled Wage Increases for Bargaining Unit Employees. This resolution recognizes that in April 2020, the Library Board of Trustees and SEIU 1199 agreed to a memorandum of understanding to freeze wage increases for all staff. The MOU called for the increases that were outlined in Article 21, Section 4 of the 2019 to 2022 CBA were postponed until at least January 2021, and if implemented, the wages at that time would not be retroactive. Both the Stark Library Finance Committee and the HR Committee have met separately to discuss both the financial outlook and the status of these wage increases. And we have, both committees have recommended that we move forward with implementing and accelerating the timeline of those wage increases. The HR Committee recommends that we have those increases be effective and implemented on October 22nd, 2020. And then this resolution states that the Stark County District Library Board of Trustees hereby resolve that the CEO Executive Director is authorized to end the wage freeze and accelerate the implementation of wage increases outlined in Article 21, Section 4, in accordance with the April 2020 MOU, and these increases will be effective and implemented on October 26, 2020.
All right. Do I have a motion to approve? Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, aye? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, the second resolution is titled Wage Increases for Non-Bargaining Unit Employees. Again, as part of the April 2020 budget cut, the board resolved to freeze all wages for all staff. And since that, they also indicated they would review the wage increase in January 2021. Since then, we have further analyzed library revenues and expenses, and it has been determined that the financial outlook is in a neutral position, and we were not as impacted as heavily as expected. The HR Committee is recommending the institution of a 2.5% wage increase, which is equal to the average of the 2020 increase for bargaining unit members that was negotiated in 2019. Or as part of the 2019 CBA, and they're recommending that this also be instituted on October 26, 2020. Again, this resolution institutes a 2.5% wage increase effective on October 26, 2020 for all eligible employees. Eligible employees must be employed as of January 1, 2020, not currently on a performance management plan or other disciplinary action. And no employee's pay rate may exceed the maximum rate of pay for his or her level based on the current wage band scale for non-bargaining unit employees. Additionally, the CEO, Executive Director, and Fiscal Officer are excluded from this increase.
Yeah. All right. We have a motion to approve.
Move.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, I'd ask for a vote to approve. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, the same. All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
Chris, one more.
The last resolution is the closed holiday and it's closed holiday resolution. Let's see. Sorry. The library has recognized that there's going to be some staffing issues associated with the Friday after Thanksgiving. That would be November 27th, 2020. And the library administration and the HR committee have recommended that date, Friday, November 27th, be looked at and approved as a paid holiday for all employees. There's actually two portions of this resolution. The first half authorizes the executive director to enter into a memorandum of understanding with SEIU 1199 to treat November 27, 2020 as a paid holiday. consistent with Article 11, Section 1, 3, and 5 of the 2019-2020 CBA. And this would be on a non-precedent basis. This means that all full-time staff who would have been scheduled for Friday would not work on that day and instead receive paid holiday time. And any full-time staff that would not be scheduled to work on Friday, November 27th would receive holiday comp time. And then part-time staff would be able to exercise their options as it relates to paid holidays under the same articles. It additionally states that non-bargaining unit employees would also be subject to the same rules. So full-time staff that were scheduled on that day would be paid holiday. Those not scheduled that day would receive holiday comp time, and part-time staff would be able to exercise their normal options. However, non-bargaining unit staff only receive that holiday if the MOU is approved. So the act of actually, the board here is saying that that non-bargaining unit that is approved on the condition that the MOU is approved between the library and the union for bargaining unit staff. In the end, all staff would be treated the same, but just due to some falling under the CBA and some not, we have to have that two-part resolution.
Okay. All right, any discussion before I ask for a motion to approve? All right, may I have a motion?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Aye. Opposed, same. All right, thank you, Chris. Guess we have one more resolution to deal with under new business, and that's the collection development policy resolution.
Yes, I'll take that one. So this policy is really important for us in the library because it helps establish a framework for us to select materials that are added into the library collection for our patrons. So it really establishes the framework on how we make decisions. This policy was adopted in 2003. It's been quite a while since it's been reviewed and updated, and the staff spent the past 2 years reviewing it. Mostly it's an updating and modernization of the language, changing names of customers to patrons, changing the name of the department, collections, collection development. But there are several new pieces of information that reflect the changing times in collection development that have been added to the document. Self-publishing is a new area, and this new document addresses that, and as well as self-publishing and then local authors collections as well. So everything else is pretty much just an updating of the language. The document was included in the board packet, and there was a summary sheet detailing all of the changes so that you could see what was happening there. So the resolution that's before the board tonight is to approve the updated policy.
Okay, thank you, Mary Ellen. Any questions or comments about the collection development policy that's being proposed? Okay. Hearing none, then I would ask for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor, aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, the resolution passes. Is there any other business to come before the board this afternoon?
No.
All right, well, I thank you all for attending. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor, aye. Aye. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye now. Have a good rest of the
Bye,
week.
everyone. Thank